Class. My name is Yahima Monticello, and I'll be discussing Chapter 9 in Unit 4. Um, all right, the first thing I'll be discussing is drives and incentives. With this little section, we're met with the first topic of psychological needs. Psychological needs, it's basically if you're hungry, you get a drive to satisfy that hunger, to find a homeostasis state in your body. Um, what's funny too is that I think the book supplies a very good example of never hunt when you're hungry. I think that's very important because we do, as Americans, we do tend to overestimate how much food we need when we're hungry, and it's very important to find a balanced meal. So, the next thing I'm going to discuss is hierarchy of needs, self transcendence, self actualization, um, the esteem needs, belongingness and love needs, safety needs, and psychological needs. So, self transcendence is, I'm reading off in the book on page 260, figure 9.3. Self transcendence needs is the need to find meaning and identity beyond the self. Self actualization, need to live up to our fullest and unique potential. Esteem needs, need for self esteem, achievement, competence, and independence. Need for recognition and respect from others. Belongingness and love needs, need to love and be loved, to belong and be accepted, need to avoid loneliness and separation. I'll touch a little bit more on that a little bit later in the video. Safety needs, need to feel that the world is organized and predictable. And psychological needs, what I just discussed, is need to satisfy hunger and thirst. So, the psychology of hunger, there's this little quote I put here: pushed by our body, chemistry, and brain activity, tempting situations. That's an example that the book provided. So, like I mentioned earlier about the never hunt when you're hungry example, we're tempted to do a little bit more than necessary in situations like this, especially when the temptation is very strong. Um, the Bible does mention a lot of temptation and what not to do and how to prevent situations like that to keep happening or how to stop sin. I know that everybody has a hunger, whether it be for food or flesh or anything in general, really. And in this book, I believe it does touch a slight base on it. But it mostly does have to do with genetics and chemical balances in the brain that the book does state. And it's very important to find help if you notice that you're eating and you really can't find a certain balance and how to stop what you're doing. Because the book also provides an example on page 262, figure 9.6, evidence for the brain's control of eating. So the mouse on the left has non-functioning receptors, and the one on the right is completely fine. The receptors are working perfectly fine. I know many of us, it's very hard, and I did battle with this for a long time of gluttony and just going in on food, and now I've gotten better, and I'm doing everything I can to maintain my body because diabetes is a very, very strong trait on my dad's side. So I do want to take care of myself, and I am speaking to a nutritionist and such to keep moving forward with my life in a healthy manner. The 5 appetite hormones that are in the body, and I believe are very important. I believe I'm pronouncing this correctly. Ghrelin, hormone secreted by empty stomach, sends "I'm hungry" signals to the brain. No, this could be activated by, For example, if you have a vanilla candle in your room and you light it, you get that slight hunger, even though, for example, if you just ate but you don't know why you're hungry again, it could be something like that that triggers that hormone to tell you, hey, I'm hungry, we haven't eaten, when in reality you have and your body's fine. Insulin, hormone secreted by pancreas, controls blood glucose. Leptin, protein hormone secreted by fat cells. Orexin, hunger triggering hormone secreted by hypothalamus. PYY is a digestive tract hormone, since I'm not hungry. So that's what is going on in this video. It's very interesting. And yeah, thank you for watching my video, and if you have any further questions or comments, please let me know.